Law aspirants. So Hindu vocabulary must be going on in full swing. We have some things to offer to you. Some students have been repeatedly asking what to read, what should be done. So I'm taking some of the reading material. I had done it, I discussed with you earlier. I'm doing a repetition of some of the reading material, and then I'm taking new words from vocabulary of Hindu, right? So let's begin for today's class. Please see that it is very important. It's utmost something very much important for you that at least you read 5 pages a day. There shouldn't be any mugging up. There shouldn't be any rote learning. You have to be very consistent in your things, and you have to read fiction. You have to read newspaper. You're bound to read all those things which will make you it will be like a feather in your cap, and you will rise like a phoenix, right? Please see the novels that I prescribed for reading. The best of the novels of Charles Dickens, Great Expectations. This novel is worth reading novel. It tells you about not only the hulks and the ships which were called prison houses. People used to be kept in that, and it was having very unhygienic living conditions. It also talks about his own married life. It's an autobiographical novel. The bad experience he had from his own marriage. Not only that, he is like a, with Charles Dickens it is said he is a great reformer, but he puts the sermonic jam, the jam of that sermons in such a way that you don't even feel that he is trying to, didactic or being very doctrine in them. The second one is Hard Times, as the name itself indicates. It tells you about the difficult times, the difficult situations which Charles Dickens himself faced in his life. Middlemarch, one of the wonderful novels of George Eliot. It's a novel which tells you about how things, she herself used to write by the name of Evans, and this was her pseudonym, the pen name. She further also wrote various other novels, and Oliver Twist and various novels where she used to tell us. Oliver Twist is, I just wanted to make this correction, please do that. Oliver Twist is not by George Eliot. This was a mistake, so we am correcting it. It's also by Charles Dickens. It's actually a story of a rogue. Rogue means a cheat or a fraud, and the novel moves around it. See, today, because I'm not taking particular words, I'm telling you about the reading skills and things. It is actually a kind of a picaresque novel. This is from a Spanish word which means picaro. That means the story moves around one character who acts as a rogue or a cheat in that. He is a person, Oliver Twist, and he is actually, that his birth is not known. It's really wonderful read, and he's kidnapped by some people. He's forced to do pickpocketing and various other things, and Nancy, a girl, helps him out, and finally it has been come to know he belongs to a good family, and his mother had died while she gave him birth. His golden locket was stolen by someone. Jude the Obscure by Thomas Hardy. See, the novels in English, Victorian period was the golden period of novels. Victorian novels, that is why the best novels that were written between 1832 to 1901. Right, so that is why we have A Tale of Two Cities or William Makepeace Thackeray, Jane Austen. So नॉवल सेक्शन जो आपको मिलेगा, जो बेस्ट नॉवेल्स हैं, that will be in the Victorian time. The Reform Bill was passed in 1832 by Queen Victoria, and from that onwards people used to read a lot many novels. It was just a glimpse of that I've given you. I'll give you more of it. Jane Austen's novels like Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen's novel Emma, or Persuasion, Sanditon, Mansfield Park, Northanger Abbey. Sanditon was not complete because it was published posthumously, so it is a wonderful read too. Till date, if you are interested in stories and if you're interested in reading and you want to really enhance your vocabulary, people give their children still the Victorian novels, and this is one of the best section to be read. If you don't have it, I can provide you the PDF of the novel. I can also give you in the soft copy form. You can buy it in the hard copy, whichever thing suits you. See, reading is important. Till date, I am also doing that. 1 hour of your reading, you will yourself feel a change. You will become so habitual to reading. Even if I have a very tiring day, from 8 to 6, if I have my class, even at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, when I'm relaxing with a cup of coffee, I would prefer to read something, right? And this has made me so much. Wuthering Heights, Emily Bronte, Charlotte Bronte, Jane Eyre, wonderful reads. Even if you've read it once, you feel like reading and you're so engrossed in that reading, you forget what is happening around you and you just be totally into it, right? Okay, let's move to the short stories section. This is specially designed only for the reading section this time. This is Great Expectations and all these novels. Let's move to the short story section. Dr. Hedbrig's Experiment. I've always told you the gist of the stories. I'm going to take these stories once a day. This is a story of a person, a doctor, who gets the water from Florida. This is actually from the Fountain of Youth. And he's got his 4 friends who are very old and they want to rejuvenate themselves, revitalize themselves. So he gives them that drink so that they get new look, new things in their life. And that is what he's talking of in Dr. Hedbrig's Experiment. It's wonderful reading. What happens to them? 1 hour maximum, half an hour actually, if you are a very fast and a swift reader, like you have to keep pace with the things. So that is the only time you have to devote. Upper Division Love, it's actually a story taken from the Indian writer Manoj Margorkar. It's about the illusions the person carries. It shatters, it breaks the notions of Indian film industry. It tells you the hollowness of that. A person who is a clerk, that is the person who falls in love with a heroine Sundar Bala, and what all he does for it, he risks his own job and finally he realizes that this was worthless. Moving on, wonderful Somerset Maugham. Best short story writers, we have the name Somerset Maugham. Do read one more story that I would prescribe to you. That is The Mother by Somerset Maugham. It's about the jealous and possessive mother who sacrifices her own son because this son is going to be coming as a hurdle in her own work and things. She was so much possessive of the child, the son, that she didn't want him to talk to anyone and not have a Galatea, that is a beloved. Wonderful read. Then Gift of Magi by O. Henry. The 2 husband and wife, that is Jim and Della, have 2 great possessions. Jim has a gold watch and Della has beautiful hair. See, I'm trying to bring the suspense. This is going to, force you, motivate you to do reading of this. It's really reading. These were the Magi, were the people who brought gifts for Jesus Christ when he was in the manger. So these gifts are brought by the Magi. That means Christmas time is the time of giving gifts to each other, and they give their gifts. Della sacrifices her long hair, which were like a cascade falling down like a waterfall, and Jim sacrifices his gold watch just for giving gifts to each other. And that is what love is. Love which is eternal and immortal. The last one, that is Growing Up, meant specially for you, dearies, the law aspirants, because it tells you about the changes that come in person's life. That is especially the 2 girls, Jane and Katie, are 13 and 14 years old, teenagers. The changes, the hormonal changes, how do they react with their parents, their relations with Mr. Quick, the father, and Mrs. Quick, and what are the games that they play, is really worth reading. Right? So I hope my motivation for reading is really going to work for this. Taking up the last section for today, that the essays section. This essays is something worth reading again. It is said in Oxford Dictionary, an essay is a loose sally of the mind, an irregular, indigested piece, not a regular and orderly performance. So it's a loose sally of the mind. What is sally? That is a bag in which you have filled your thoughts. Irregular, not systematic, not digested easily, but still, if you try to understand and comprehend, you are able to do that. Tight corners, most of these essays, first thing, are personal essays and a aphoristic essay. It's a tight corner, that means a difficult situation. The writer gets stuck in a difficult situation and it was like a nice pickle to be in. He tries to come out of that, and how does he do it and what happens with him has been wonderfully explained in Tight Corners. Please do read this too along with it. Right? Moving on to On Dining, R.L. Stevenson is a social essays. He writes social essays. Youth and Age tells you about, it's an aphoristic essay. If you know, well. If you do not, Francis Bacon is called the father of essays. He was the one who planted the tree of essays in England. A Modest Proposal is by Jonathan Swift, and a old Scotch gardener, this is by R.L. Stevenson, right? So these novels, these dramas, these fictions are something which you boost you up and make you remember all those things. So on your request, I have specially taken up the reading material. I hope you liked it, right? And please do give up a thumbs up, do read it, and do let me know if you don't get any PDF or any material related to it, because this reading section is something which will be very important and will really help you in comprehending the passages of CLAT paper. Thank you, students.